Hi kids, it's Bunny with another junk journal. I was going to put this one in a craft show, but the craft show was canceled, probably due to COVID concerns, so it's going into my shop. This one has a dancing theme. The cover has a pretty vintage brooch on it, little rhinestones. Picture of a fairy ballet dancer. The cover is hard chipboard covered with fabric, pretty roses and some lace, and it's held together with a raw silk sash. So let's find the end of this, take a look inside. Might need to pull out just a hair, there we go. Inside we have a pocket which has a journaling card. All journaling cards are blank on the back for you to journal on. There's a tag. Tags are also blank on the back for you to write on. Excuse me. Here's a little miniature envelope, and it has a little miniature card in it. This is a vintage tool used for rating films. Something to do with rating the emulsions on the film. I'm not sure what it means, but this is probably from the, I don't know, 40s or 50s. It's just kind of cool. And here is a note from me about how the journal can be used. And I meant to include some more tips, but I haven't gotten around to making that sheet yet, so maybe in the future. And the beautiful, well, is this, there's some ballet pictures in here that are from Things by Larry on Etsy, and some of the others are just pictures that I found. In this little tuck, which is a flip, you can write a little secret note in there with journaling cards. This was apparently a magazine of olden times. I don't know if they still have it or not. This is, excuse me, a vintage envelope from, I'm not sure. It might be the late 1800s. It doesn't have a letter in it. It's just a cool old envelope. Here is some 1924 sheet music for Tea for Two, and doily with a little stamping on it. The blank pages are coffee dyed, and I have lace on the edges of some of them. This is handmade paper with little flower petals in it. This is from a vintage magazine from, I think, 1917. Those are some old-time movie stars. This is some wallpaper. And in this tuck, we have more journaling cards. And another tag. And this is some of the paper from Things by Larry. It might be Lary. It's Lary, so I'm not sure how that's pronounced. And have little clusters here and there too. In this envelope, got tea-dyed crocheted flower, and inside is a very fragile greeting card, if you can call it a card. It's very lightweight, from I believe 1921. And on this side we have a journaling card, and here's a vintage photograph, authentic, and here's a little miniature notebook for you to jot down some things in. My dog is running around, so you might hear him start barking at something anytime now. In this tuck are more journaling cards. It's good old Fred Astaire. And a tag. And this is a piece of authentic vintage ephemera. A receipt from Dennis Machine Company. Let's see, not 1895. It's pretty old. More of the handmade paper. Another doily. More vintage sheet music. Here's a pocket with more journaling cards. More dancing of various types. There's Fred again with, oh, it's not Ginger, it's Rita Hayworth, I think. And in this tuck, more journaling cards. The tag. More wallpaper. More dancers. Another vintage envelope from 1910. And another tag. Some really cool old pictures. Here's a authentic vintage photograph. Graceful lady. It's another page out of the 1917 magazine, some poems. Here is a pretty envelope. Got a big button on it. Inside are a journaling card and another vintage photograph. That just hangs on the edge of the page like that. Oh, and on this side it serves as a tuck for another journaling card. This little pocket here, you can flip that little thing up and there's a little writing space for you. And this is some more vintage ephemera. It's a check. New Albany Trust Company, 1918. More lace and pretty pictures. This is, I think that's Ruby Keeler, I believe. And another tag. More wallpaper. Some sheet music. Here's Fred, and he's with Ginger this time. It's a dance lesson. This is a cover for sheet music, or a facsimile of one, that is. And here's some more vintage ephemera, Standard Oil Company, 1930, I think. List of items. More handmade paper. Here's a tuck with, this is another authentic vintage photograph, and journaling card, double-decker pocket here with another journaling card and a tag. Another vintage magazine page, 1917. Here's a envelope, and in here we have some journaling cards and a tiny little notebook, complete with tiny journaling cards. And this is an actual letter here, vintage letter from I don't remember, but it's old. It's old, and it's from someone to her sister. So it's very cute. More journaling cards and tag. By the way, if this runs out before I'm done, I'll do a part 2. Unless we're at the very end, then I probably won't bother. I'm so lazy. My favorite ballet dancer. I don't know who she is, but I just love that picture. And another tag. There's some pleated, ruffled cloth. These are meant to look like, you know, they came out of great-grandma's closet, which is why they have the stains and yellowing and stuff. And in this pocket, more journaling cards and tag. More sheet music. There's coffee dyed paper with a polka dot design on it. Here's another little corner flip up thing you can write in. A little teeny tiny envelope, and it's got a teeny tiny card in it. And more journaling cards on a tag. This is a beautiful sequined piece of sari cloth from India in gold. that 2 pages or 1 page? I think it's 2 pages. There we go. It's stuck together. Okay. More lovely journaling cards. Another piece of vintage ephemera. And this is from 1920. Yes, all of the vintage ephemera in here is authentic. Love that cute little picture. Another teeny tiny envelope. Teeny tiny card inside. Here's another vintage empty envelope. I'm not sure what the date is. I think it's 1800 and something. And we come to the end of the journal, and here's another small notebook that you can journal in. And a card with my little stamp on the back, and another tiny envelope with a tiny card inside. So that's the dancing journal. This time, I've made several before. I think this is number 3. And so I hope you'll visit my Etsy shop and find out more about it. Thanks for visiting. Bye.